All right, we love to hear it. We love to see it. You're looking live at Kansas City, and so are NFL fans across the country as we count down to the start of this year's NFL draft. We are less than 4 hours away now from the start of the draft. We've been showing this countdown clock. Now it's getting really close. It's a night that could mean a very bright future for the Carolina Panthers.
They made a lot of moves to get this #1 draft pick. They traded up to get that all-important #1 spot. It's a decision that could chart the new path for this franchise. WRAL has you covered from Kansas City, where the draft is happening, of course, to Charlotte, where thousands of fans will be watching on the big screen. Let's start with Gerald Owens in Kansas City. Gerald, get us up to speed. How are things going there?
Dan, if anybody ever questioned how popular NFL football was in this country, just take a look at this. Look at this stream of people. This has been going on for the better part of 5 hours. A constant stream of people filing in here to the NFL experience. This is a monumentous day for the Carolina Panthers. The right move in this draft can set them on a path to success for years to come. That's not lost on their fans. Many of them traveled here to be part of this event. It's been a while since the Panthers have had a pick this high, and the fans wouldn't miss this for the world. John, why'd you fly halfway across the country for this?
We're big Panthers fans. This is a big day for us. The last time we had the first-round pick, we got Cam. So it was a good few years for us there.
All right, how's this experience been for you so far? Pretty cool?
Dude, it's like the best day of my life.
Really?
Yes.
How big of a fan are you? Thousands of people are here, and thousands of people also in Charlotte for the watch party. All eyes are on the Panthers tonight to see what they're going to do. Let's go live to Pat Welter, who is live at the Bank of America Stadium. Pat?
Gerald, tonight is all about hope. Don't let this rainy weather here in Charlotte fool you. The NFL, pretty simple league. Win without a quarterback. And tonight is the Panthers' chance to finally get that franchise-changing player again. The last time they selected #1, they took Newton. He took the Panthers to a Super Bowl. The hope is that tonight's pick can get them there again. And the consensus right now is all on Alabama QB Bryce Young. And he couldn't be any more different than Newton. Newton, one of the biggest QBs ever in NFL history. Bryce Young is going to be one of the smallest. So there's a ton of questions about size, but little about his ability. And if he's the pick, there's going to be a ton of pressure on him and his head coach, no matter how big his shoulders are.
This is a big pick, right? I mean, so a lot invested in it, and we get to pick our guy. So again, the pressure thing is when it's there all the time, it doesn't even feel like pressure. You're just trying to get better. You're just trying to, we're trying to get the right guys together on this team, build the right kind of offense, defense, and special teams scheme, get the right players. But it's more excitement. It's more excitement to us than pressure.
The Panthers have actually been holding voluntary mini the last couple of days. So you just saw quarterback Andy Dalton, who they signed in free agency, quarterback Matt Corral, who they drafted last year. So Frank Reich was very clear with us that whoever they draft tonight is going to have to come in, compete, and earn it. But he also was clear that the guys they're looking at in this draft have been the best player on their teams their entire life. They feel like they are ready for this pressure. They've lived in it their entire life. So they're almost destined to start here eventually, Gerald.
Frank Reich said all the right things, but I guarantee you the person who's drafted here tonight, if it's a quarterback, they're starting day one. Now, he also sounds a little tired, I thought, and we get that. These teams have been working on this selection process for a long time. We'll see who the Panthers pick. Thank you, Pat. We want to know who you think the Carolina Panthers should select in the draft. Is it going to be Bryce Young? Is it going to be C.J. Stroud or Will Levis or Anthony Richardson? Your choice. You can get into this process. Go to WRAL.com and type in your choice in the search box. Lean in, Dan. Back to you.
All right, Gerald Owens keeping us up to date out there in Kansas City. We're going to check back with Gerald in just a bit. We'll see you a little later at 5 o'clock. Gerald, thank you. Be sure everybody at home join us for a special edition of our 7 p.m. news tonight, focused on the NFL draft. The draft starts at 8 o'clock. We will have coverage of the Panthers selection starting at 10 o'clock on our news on Fox 50.
Switching gears now.